Just got done hanging out with my friend, and he was going through Tinder, swiping and swiping and swiping. And I said, "Why are you on Twin Tinder, my friend? Aren't you talking to that one girl?" He said, "Yeah, but that may fail." I was confused. I said, "It may fail, brother. That's why you put your heart and soul into it." He said, "Yeah, but I gotta have backup options." I said, "Backup options? What is it? Plan B, C, E, D, F, G? This ain't the alphabet, brother. You gotta make sure you rock with your one partner. What are you doing? You're basically dating a person." He said, "Yeah, basically, but we ain't official right now. We just talking." I said, "You've been talking for 4 months. You've been sleeping with each other with no protection at all. You have no battle suit going into the battlefield. You used to be inside of there. No rubber gooseneck on that glute back. You ain't got nothing. You have nothing." And then he said, "Yeah, but what if I find something better?" I said, "Okay, that's insane. Why would you do that? Why would you toy that girl's emotions?" And he said, "I'm sure she's doing the same thing." You said, "You're sure? Do you know she's doing the same thing?" He said, "No." I said, "Oh, you don't know. Okay, you don't know if she's doing the same thing." I said, "That's strange to do. That's insane." I said, "Ask her if she's doing the same thing." And he said, "Okay." He calls her up. Immediately gets into an argument with her. Near immediately. And I said, "Why'd you get into an argument with her? Why'd you start yelling?" He said, "If I get into an argument with her, I can have a reason to leave." I said, "You're just a bad person." I'm just assuming he's a bad person, so I'm talking to another one of my friends. He does something even worse. He says, "Oh, I've been talking to 2 girls." And I said, "I know you don't use protection." He said, "No, I've been talking to them, and I'm debating on which one I should actually date, and I'll ghost the other one." I said, maybe my friend group is lower quantity. So I asked the public, one of my Facebook, and asked. Had 900 different replies, and a lot of people, men and women, both agree. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options out there. Now, this isn't every man and woman on the planet, but a large number, more than I thought there were, have been keeping options in their back pocket. That's dangerous. You shouldn't be doing that. That's insane. Now, I had assumed this was a common day issue. That was my thought process. I thought to myself, maybe this is just because we have Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, all these separate things. That was my thought process. Everybody has all these different dating apps. But nope. I have a mentor. My mentor is 78 years old. I hang out with him twice a week. He's a good man. I taught him how to use Discord so I don't have to drive 45 minutes in order to go hang out with him. He's a cool guy. He's taught me a lot about my life. I recommend if you are younger, you should have a mentor that's older, the same sex as you. It's very important that happens too. Same sex as you. And you should be able to have a conversation with somebody older and have a mentor figure in your life. Especially if you didn't have a good parent, you need a good role model. That's what I have right now. I found this man 4 years ago while I was homeless, and he's been helping me out deeply. So, talking to him, and he invites one of his other friends over. His friend is 72. And his friend, I was talking to him, and he said, "Yep, I've been cheating on my wife for 16 years. I said, 16? Why have you been cheating on your wife? He said, "Usually I find a 28-year-old. She's young, fertile. And, naturally, my girl went through menopause, so her lower labia disappeared." I said, "What? Didn't know if you go through menopause, there's a chance your lower labia can disappear." No one explained that to me. That was news. He said, "Yep, don't feel the same no more. So naturally, I go for younger, more fertile women. That's really what I do." And I said, "Isn't that infidelious and messed up? Aren't you married?" He said, "Yeah, I'm married. But think about it like this. She gonna find someone better than me?" I said, "Huh? She gonna find someone better than me?" I said, "No, not really." He said, "Exactly. Can't find nobody better than me. So she stuck with me. She ain't got a job. I pay all the bills. We got 3 kids together. They out the house. So naturally, I can do whatever I want to. I'm free. She's stuck." And I thought to myself, this man is evil. But he's probably just a regular guy. Right? He's just a regular man with regular feelings inside of his soul and chest. He's just a regular person. And a lot of people probably do this, but don't admit it to me. Don't admit it to themselves. Admitted it to me, but didn't admit it to themselves. That's what happens sometimes. And that's a very strange phenomenon that happens. A very strange thing that happens inside their brain. I think dating is broken. Especially worse nowadays. I can't trust anybody. I can't trust a single solar person. And it makes me feel scared within my chest. How do I know the person isn't talking to somebody else? On their app, hiding on their phone. I can't access their screen. I don't have that fingerprint scan out on their phone password. Everything's so hidden nowadays. You can hide apps, have hidden conversations on Instagram, vanishing conversations on Instagram or Facebook or Messenger. You can have all these different small things. You can hide so much. You can have a hidden account, a fake faceless account. You can have a secret NSFW Twitter. You can do whatever you want to. This is the reality of the world right now, and it's scary. It's horrifying. Dating is broken. It's broken, it's shattered, it's destroyed. And when your heart is broken, you make art with the pieces. So I've decided to make this video today talking about the dating experience. Now, right now, I have a very loving partner. I'm very happy with this partner because my partner is somebody that I trust with my whole soul. How do I know I can trust my partner, some might say? I've tested it. I've checked it out. They've given me access to everything. I didn't ask for access, they naturally gave it. And in turn, I give them everything I am. And I know they have the same paranoia that I have. So I make sure to reassure them every moment of every day. I make sure to post them on my social medias to make sure everybody knows who they are. I make sure that people know where I stand as a human being because I can't allow myself to be defeated by myself. That feels strange. I'm not going to do that. Dating is in a state in this day and age where it's always, I'm trying to date up or date down, trying to figure out what the next step is. They often say women date up. Women date outside their pay grade because they're women. And men date down and always saying all this nonsense. And often you may hear conversations about, oh, well, do you go 50-50 on bills? The economy is in shambles. If you're not going 50, if you have a job that allows you to do 100% of the bills, you don't need a partner. You need to run a company is what you need to do. You need to be a Mughal is what you need to do. What you need to go and do. It's ridiculous. I hear so many worthless conversations. Or do you feed the man first inside the household? Or do you do this? Or do you split this? Or nonsense and stuff like that. It's as if we're not a partnership. And I don't mean a relationship is not two halves to one whole. A marriage is not two halves to one whole. It's not. That's not what it is. A relationship is two planets with different atmospheres, cultures, and abilities existing in the same solar system and understanding each other's differences, but both acknowledging you're both planets. Yes, we are both massive celestial bodies, and our energies may not always be the same. They may be different. We may have mental stressors, but we are still planets, and we should love each other because of that. We should love each other because we are both magnanimous. We both may be intricate and detailed and have different canals and systems, but we should both love each other. That's how it should operate. And there are people that are polyamorous. And polyamory was a thing back in the day. It was. Truly was. Back in the day when kings had multiple wives, yeah, it was back in the day. A lot of people tell me, yeah, a lot of people were polyamorous back in the day. 100% you're correct. You're right. But they had no knowledge about STIs or STDs as well. They had no knowledge of that stuff. And I don't hate polyamory. I think it's nice. I think it's great to be polyamorous because you have so much love inside of your chest. And maybe you have people you genuinely love more because you have so many options. You may see somebody that may be your soulmate, but you might not have another soulmate. You might have 15 soulmates. And you want all those 15 people to be in your polycule. I grasp that. I know what it's like to understand how the world works. I grasp it. That's why I think soulmates don't exist, by the way. There's too many other ones. I understand it. I really do. However, this is very important. If you think that you need hundreds of other options because you're not satisfied with your one, because you think your one partner should satisfy everything and they're not, get some friends that you don't sleep with. Get people that you want to be around you. Get people that you want to be a part of you. And I promise you, I'm not trying to attack polyamory. If you're polyamorous, by all means, do whatever you want to. That's your decision. That's your life. But I'm telling you, it's so much stress to deal with one other person. If you can deal with all those people, you're a stronger person than me. Much stronger than me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal with too much. It's not my soul. It's not my chest. I hope that dating gets fixed one of these days. I hope that it happens. Because right now, it's a mess and it's muggled. You shouldn't have hundreds of different partners and hundreds of different suitors and hundreds of different options where you're monogamous. If you want 100 different partners, become open or be polyamorous. Stop playing with people's emotions. It's weird.